Ahoy there!
This is Boik, coming from Romania. This is going to be a short tutorial about my spiders. I'm also planning on recording a video and show exactly how I make this. But first, I gotta get in camera, you know. So first off, to get the segmented look and the nice contour on the spider, you need to encase whatever color you'll use in another color. That's gonna be the contour. What I'm using here is star white encased in blue metal for the spider, and cherry encased in star white for the flower. If you're really new to implosions, you might want to get used with simpler designs first, like these flowers, before trying the spiders. So start as you usually start and make a nice round centered Maria at the end of whatever rod you're using. I'm using 14 millimeters. Apply 2 rows of 5 petals each on the edge of the Maria, just like you see in this picture, and then gently melt them in. There's no need to marver here. Next, you're going to place the first segments of the legs as small dots on the center of the petals, touching both the petal and the clear. If you don't touch the clear, as you probably already know, the legs will be inside the petal and they're not going to be visible. As you can see, I left 2 petals empty, the upper one from the inside row of petals, which will hold the small legs of the spider, and the bottom one, which will hold the body of the spider. Okay, now melt these dots in, and after they cool a little, start reheating each petal and push it in with a blade, touching both the petal and the leg to get the pointy look. Do that for all the petals. After the first one, move to the opposite one and so on, because if you keep hitting only one side, petal after petal, your Maria might get ugly. Don't push too hard or you might trap some unwanted bubbles. Now start hitting everything nice and even, holding the rod slightly angled downward, but not too much. We are not imploding yet. The pokes we did earlier with the blade already gave the first segments a head start, We just want to smoothen the surface so we can apply the next segments. So just marver a little and move to the next step. Here we are going to place the second leg segments. These ones should now touch both the first segments and the clear. It's imperative that they do so to get that segmented look on the legs. If you don't touch the clear, they will simply come up inside the first segments and you won't see them. So relax and breathe normally while placing the dots in the right spot. If you go wrong here, you can try and remove the misplaced dot with tweezers after it's cooled. Or if it's just a little off, you can briefly hit it and try and push it towards the right spot. You can melt them in, but not necessarily all the way. We need to place the body now, a larger teardrop, right between the rear legs. After applying it, hit it and shape it nicely, as you can see here. And you can now start imploding like you normally would. So hit your Maria nice and juicy till the edge starts to fall and you see the design drawn towards the center. You can now give it a nice but gentle press on the graphite pad. Next step is placing the head, a dot bigger than the legs, smaller than the body. Place it, shape it, you get the picture. And here comes the toughest part, placing the third and last segments of the legs. There's little room for error here, and you'll have to place those tiny legs on the frontal petal. The only tip I can give you here is to support your hands from your wrists, not your elbows. It's the best way to go for me, as I have maximum precision this way. And remember, place those last segments touching both the second segments and the clear. You can now start imploding. There's no need to focus on melting these last dots in. Just start hitting everything nice and hot and finish your implosion as you normally would.
I've added another row of petals here, but that's only an optional step. As you can see from these last pictures, I hit my Maria really good before marvering, and as I get to the end, I stop pressing and let only the weight of the rod do the job when marvering. If you tend to press too hard, especially in these last steps of the implosion, you might flatten the design too much and ruin it. When I get to this point, I stop marvering and I hit my Maria very hard until it closes in. There's no exact rule on how to hold and hit your Maria, because different types of color cause different effects on the shape of the Maria while imploding. So just pay attention at the hole forming in the center and make sure it doesn't get too deep. This is how it should close, and this is what you should get when you're done. I hope this helps you understand how I make my spiders. Thanks for watching.